Tick, tock, tick, tock. Time is fast spent. 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds. That's all we have in a day. Good evening, Toastmasters and our guests.
Good evening.
Do you ever wish you have more time to spend in a day? Maybe you have more than 24 hours. So you can do the things you really want to do. You can hit the gym. You can spend more time with your loved ones. So Master Onyefe said, so she can sleep some more. What's that thing you really wish you have more time in the day to do? What's that? Think about it. You know, you go online and you see some amazing people, especially on Instagram. It's like they have their life all figured out. In the morning, they are at the Caribbean, taking some coconut water. In the afternoon, they are boogie jumping from the airplane. It looks like they have everything all figured out, and you wish you can be somewhat like them, or at least have some more time like them. Sometimes I really question, do these people have more than 24 hours? How do they effectively manage their time? How do you spend your time? We all have 24 hours. The people you admire and even yourself, you have 24 hours in the day to use. How you use your time is what differs. I was on a mental journey with my brother once and we were just chit-chatting. And we were thinking, imagine you can give your time out. Like the rich can buy time from the poor, literally. Like time is the value for, you can buy your time. Say, give me two years out of your life to add to mine. Or imagine you can give your time to your loved ones. Your child, probably you want the child to live longer. And you're tired of life, you just give them your time. Or armed robbers come to your house and, everybody freeze! If you move, I shoot. Give me your time! 2 years, you 2 years. They don't take your money, they don't take your gold, they don't even take the nice meal that you see. They just take your time, like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, out of everyone's life. And the corrupt politicians, they don't steal money from their constituency. They just take like 5 hours from everybody in their constituency. Some people will not die. Some people will literally live forever. I say, you can't manage time. Why I say you can't manage time is because we all have 24 hours in the day to spend. How do you want to increase it or do you want to reduce it? No, you can't. What you can do is how you manage the activities that you do in the day in relation to time. You can choose what you do with your time. There are several advantages to effectively using your time. One of them is, if you effectively use your time, you reduce anxiety, you reduce stress, you are even more productive, and you feel good about yourself because you know you've used your time really well. There are 3 techniques I always advise people to use to effectively manage their time, and I'll share those 3 with you quickly. 1, the first technique is to wake up early. Growing up under my mother, you didn't have a choice about this. My mother was the typical Yoruba woman. Jesus wakes up by 6, we all have to wake up by 6 to say morning devotions. She doesn't care if you like sleep 5:59 a.m. You will still wake up by 6 a.m. Either gently, Victor, wake up. Victor, wake up. Or Abara, wake up! Either way, you have to wake up. But this is something I really thank her for right now because it has been a part of my life. No matter what time I sleep, I tend to wake up as early as possible. And there are advantages to this because the morning time is always calm. The morning time is always serene. You are not yet carried away with the noise of the day and everybody shouting, everybody. This depends on the area you are staying, sharp. But you are not yet carried away. Everywhere is still calm. You can do more. You can think. There's peace. There's still everywhere. The morning time is always a good time to do whatever you want to do. And if you wake up early, you find out that you buy more time into the evening. You can't compare the number of time you have in the day with you that wake up by 6 compared to the person that wakes up by 10. Because you have more time to do more. I don't advise people to sleep late because from my personal experience, I know that when I sleep late, the morning time is always very slow for me. And which is what I'm also advising you. Sleep early and wake up early. The second point, analyze what takes most of your time and prioritize. Do an audit of your time. How do I spend my time? What are the things that I do most of the day? When you get back home, sit back. How did I spend today? I had 24 hours. I used maybe 10 to sleep, 4 to read. What did you do? Because sometimes you might just realize you are running through activities of the day without being productive. When you analyze your time, you realize the things that are priorities, and then it helps you to set even better priorities. This way you are able to major on your major and minor on your minor. Instead of you to major on your minor and minor on your major. What I mean by this is you spend more time doing the things that are productive instead of doing the things that are unproductive. You may be busy. Everybody will say, that guy is busy. No, leave him out. Victor, feel it. He's very busy. But deep down yourself, you know you're just running through with activities. Then when you do this, you're able to set priorities. I will advise you, take a minute, maybe 10 minutes before going to bed, and do an audit of how you spent your day. Do an audit of how you spent every minute, and you realize that so many things that are unproductive take your time. I did my audit once and I realized Instagram and Twitter, they were the peak of it. The number of time I spent on Twitter, reading tweets, if I calculate the words I read on Twitter, probably I would have read a book, a small book in a day. Wow. You too. I'm not alone on this. And number three point I advise is finish your day even before you start it. What do I mean by this? How? Finish your day on paper. Take a piece of paper. Write down the things you want to do daily, weekly, monthly, can even go as far as yearly. Write the things you want to achieve and stick to it. When you do this, you realize that at every point in time in the day, you are doing the things you want to do. And they're even more productive because you've planned it ahead of time. You know what to do, when to do, what to do, and how to do what you are even doing. At every point in time, at the end of the day, you feel really good about yourself. What I always encourage people, we all spend time. At some point, we have to exchange our time for something, because you cannot eat time now. It's not possible. You still have to exchange your time for something. But whatever you exchange your time for, make sure it's something that adds value. Make sure it's something that gives you joy. Make sure it's something that gives you some form of fulfillment. Make sure it's something that makes you live. Because at the end of it all, everyone dies, but not everyone lives.